Okay, Walking Dead fans, you know some of the questions I'm probably going to ask. Who in the heck is this dude right here?
Paul Rogan. But my friends used to call me Jesus. Good thing.
Okay, we know what his name is. And we know he's got a colorful nickname, Jesus, which is kind of cool to me. But who the heck is this dude really? Now, this new show, The Next World, establishes some things about our new buddy, Jesus, here. So I wanted to kind of talk about him, because I don't know a dang thing about him. So anyway, we know he's, what? What do we know about the guy? Let's look at a few more highlights here. So we also know that our buddy Jesus is a good pickpocket. That's one thing we know. And he's got a kind of a disarming, charming personality to him. So that's another thing we know about him. Ah, cool. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kicks were fast as lightning. So it looks like a dude is a martial arts expert or some kind of good fighter, because he just whooped up on our boy Rick there. Yeah, pretty good there before he got taken down. So we know that he can hold his own in a dust up. So that's another thing we gotta know about our boy Jesus. I'm starting to like this dude here, really am. Okay, so now we also know that our boy Jesus is an escape artist, because in the last scene, Daryl and Rick left this dude tied up in the middle of the road after he stole their truck full of food, and now he escaped even before they took off and got on the roof and followed them all the way back to where they were going. If they hadn't discovered him, he probably would have followed them all the way back to Alexandria. This guy is good. I'm telling you, I would like this guy Jesus. Now there's one other thing here that we know about this dude so far, and that is that he is going to introduce Rick and the rest of the group to the larger world, whatever that's supposed to be that's coming. And I assume, of course, I think we all are assuming, of course, that that's going to be Negan and his special brand of cruelty that he's going to unleash on our buddies here, our heroes. And we'll see what happens after that. But I like this guy Jesus. If he turns out to be a good guy, I want to see him added to the group. I'm serious. This guy is really cool. You know, he's got a... I mean, come on, man. The guy is he's a good liar. He's got a good, disarming personality. He's got charisma. He's a pickpocket. He's a martial arts dude. He's an escape artist. I mean, what else can he do? I mean, this guy is he's got the skills to survive in this world. He could really be an asset to our team, don't you think? And by the way, just in case, and I know I didn't, but we're 3 minutes in or whatever. This is your subspace meditator Lowell Winstrom coming to you once again with another wonderful talk with you about the Walking Dead. Yeah. So anyway, that's some cool things to talk about there. I do like this guy Jesus. Now let's get on to what I really want to talk about. And I told you I was going to talk about this in the last, in my last video on The Walking Dead. So one more thing here, and then we'll get on with that, because this really took me by surprise. What happened last week? Okay, what in the frak, man? What the heck? This is not what you expected between Rick and Michonne. I can't believe this. Oh, hold on. I could not... Oh, man. This is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, Walking Dead fans. Now, I just put that in there because I know all of you have seen this by now, or most of you. So, my I am flabbergasted. My jaw dropped to the ground. I was speechless. Now maybe there are those of you out there who realized this was coming, and maybe you thought, great, way to go, Rick, way to go, Michonne. But for me, this was a what the frell moment, man, because I never thought of Rick and Michonne in this way. I mean, I've been watching this show now since season 4, caught up on all the old episodes. I have never seen, at least not to me, that I remember, any kind of inkling, any kind of sign that there was any kind of romantic interest between Michonne and Rick. I have always thought of those two as number 1 and number 2. I mean, kind of like Picard and Riker, Kirk and Spock, Batman and Robin, whatever comparison you want to make. Michonne is like number 2 to Rick's number 1, you know? And I would never have fathomed, I would never have conceived in any length of this show so far that there was any kind of fire brewing between them. Now, I'm not against it. I mean, I'm going to be interested in seeing where it's going, where it will go, but it's going to be awkward for me to watch this. I'm telling you, because I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about this. I mean, I like I said, to me, Michonne has always been the right hand. I mean, seriously, it's like capital T, capital R, capital H, the right hand. You know, it's not like romance. What? Huh? So, I'm flabbergasted. I really am. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I mean, last week, a couple of weeks ago, we got Carl losing his eye. And now, now we got Michonne and Rick, doing the deed and getting closer to one another than I've ever conceived before. Okay, so phone rings when in the middle of my video. That figures. But anyway, this really is a new world here. I mean, there's some things that are changing now, and who knows what else the heck they're gonna have coming in here. Now, on another side note, though, I do really kind of like the idea that they took us away from some of the intensity, some of the action, some of the fire that you normally have with The Walking Dead. This was a good respite to see these kinds of things, to see not so many walkers and so many people getting killed and other things of this nature. So I mean, it's kind of good, but cool. But back to this, dude. Any of you out there, dudes, dudettes, whatever, any of you out there who saw this coming and you want to comment on it and tell me how or why I should have seen it coming, or give me some episodes I can go back and look at and say, here, look at this, Loud. This is what I'm talking about, Subspace Meditator. This, and this is the reason why you should have expected this. Then feel free, because I'm floored. Seriously, I am freaking floored. This was like what the frack, man. I mean, again, I don't even know if I can say I'm all for it, because I just never saw any inkling of it. I mean, it's like just hit me between the eyes. I mean, I know they're buddies, and I know they're friends, and I know, Michonne was accepted into this group kind of, reticently at first, and she was hesitant, she had her doubts about them too, and, but she became part of the family, and she became, somebody who would do anything for anybody in that group who was close, especially Rick and Carl. And we did get some inklings of that. I guess you could say what, Carl said to her. I would do it for you, when he was talking about, she became a walker. He would kill her, so she didn't become, one of the everlasting, eternal Walking Dead. And maybe that was a clue right there, I guess. But still, not to me, not to this level, not what had happened between Rick and Michonne, in this episode. It just, I'm just totally taken aback, and not in a bad way at all. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just something that, where do you start with something like this? And yes, people can grow close to one another after all that time, going through all those kinds of struggles with one another, but to me, again, I've never thought of Michonne and Rick in this way. They're kind of like I said, they're kind of to me like a Kirk and Spock, man. Captain Picard and Commander Riker. You know, she's the right hand. So to me, this was. Whoa, dude, I don't know what to say. I really don't. But hey, this is The Walking Dead. You don't know what they're gonna do. You never know what they're gonna hit you with next. This is why we keep watching this show. So anyway, that's all I gotta say on this for now. I still, you know, our boy Jesus in here. I want to see more of him. I want to see what more is going to happen with him and how he might be incorporated into this group. I really hope he is, you know, at some level. So let's see what's going to keep going. Let's just keep going with this, man. Like I said, you guys want to comment on where you think I should have seen something like this between Michonne and Rick coming? Feel free to leave me, you know, a heads up and tell me what episodes I should have been paying more attention to or whatever was going on, because I didn't see this at all. Seriously, not at all. All right, until next time, you guys. Peace out and live long and prosper.